Hello and welcome to a really sensational, you'll get it in a minute, episode of Would You Rather with our very special guest, Renata Hinrichs, Cannes Award winning, Obie Award winning actor and my friend for years. Tonight, we will be discussing two films, Birdbox and A Quiet Place. See, get the sensational joke. If you like this video and our other videos, please like this one and subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Renata, lovely to see you again.
So good to see you.
Last time I saw you, you were on stage doing your wonderful solo show, which I saw down at Barrow Street. That was great.
Thank you.
Yeah, Martha and I came down and saw it. Seems like forever ago, but I guess it was just about 2 years ago.
I know, it was 2019. Yeah, I mean, it just seems like a world has happened since then.
Well, it has.
Happened since then. It has, you know? Yeah. But I'm actually about ready to do it again. I'm doing 5 shows. No, actually 7, sorry. At
Please pitch, say the name and where and everything.
Yeah, it's the show is called Random Acts, and it's at the Cell Theater. It's going to be every Sunday in June, 2 Sundays in May, and the last Sunday in April. So yeah, it's on my website. www.randomactstheplay.com.
There you go.
So run to see Random Acts.
Aww.
Absolutely. No, it was really wonderful. And, we're going to talk, as we always do, about race in our world. And no spoiler, there's some race in your show as a young white gal growing up in the Midwest is really sweet and lovely, which you don't always get with race in America, needless to say.
Yes, true.
Really wonderful.
Thank you.
Let's talk about these films. Renata, what attracted you to these films? I mean, we have the loss of senses thing, or the you can't use your senses or you get killed by the beastie.
I think with the Birdbox reminded me of the most about our time in during the pandemic, because the monster sort of outer force was, you couldn't see it. There was something, but you knew that if you had contact with it, like for us, it's like if it gets through your nose or your mouth, right? It gets into your lungs. But for them, it was their eyes. So they had to, they have to like cover their eyes. But it was like this lurking, unseen, you don't know where it is. But then you come into your house, if you take off your mask or covering, you can be somewhat normal.
I pulled up that article on COVID, get rid of smell and taste, and I thought it was so interesting that we're talking about these apocalyptic movies where, again, it's the seeing and it's the speaking. So all I needed to do was find hearing and balance, which I wasn't able to do.
I got COVID real quick in March last year. And it wasn't so bad, and knock on wood, I'm fine. But then I lost my sense of smell, like almost totally. And now it's a little bit back, and I'm supposed to do smell therapy, right? I'm supposed to like smell essential oils. There's 5 of them. You're supposed to like work your nose out to get the sense of smell back, which I will. I'm sort of working out to get off my COVID-19 pounds that I gained. So that's my focus these days. But then it's got to be nose therapy.
I feel like there's a setup here to some Gwyneth Paltrow Goop inspired vagina candle.
Right. Sponsored by Goop.
It's therapy, honey. Yeah,
exactly.
If you can put that into your FSA, vagina candle.
We'll see.
Exactly. Therapy.
Exactly.
I see it now.
We shall see. We do a few things in each episode and make and check on films when we're talking about them, and a few things. And last episode we learned about the Bechdel test. It's a specific test for films to see if the women in it are full-drawn characters. And I think both of these films actually passed the Bechdel test, Caroline. Interesting to me. That scene in the hospital when she's going in and that woman starts banging her head against that's the scariest scene in the movie to me.
There are so many scary things about this movie, just because you really don't know what's going on. And when John Malkovich is the person who has the most common sense, you know that you're in trouble. Yeah.
A lot of black guys sacrificing themselves. Like, this movie could also be like subtitled "Black Folks Sacrifice Themselves." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, no, but they're both great characters. I like them. They're very nice people. But go ahead.
But the one that died first, the character that died first, that worked in the grocery store, but he gave clues. He was also an author. He was
the Donald Pleasance in Halloween. He was the guy who knows. Yeah.
He had the key. You know, she's hearing her dead mother. That's why. You know, and get a clue of why this site is so important, or how it works with these monsters. But yeah. And then and then I know the guy sacrifices himself at the end too.
This, staggeringly gorgeous Adonis guy who's she's left on Earth with.
Why are they in the house is my thing. Why do they decide to picnic in the house as opposed to just grabbing their stuff and leaving? I was very much like, they could have used some John Malkovich common sense right there. He would have been like, wrap it up, people. Take it to go.
Yes.
There's a few in Bird Box specifically, I would say, that you're like, oh god, you're gonna die and you're dumb. Okay.
Exactly. Like, yeah.
But I love just when she's on the raft with the two kids and she has to decide, and the little girl says, "I'll be the lookout." I mean, it's just so wonderful.
Yeah.
I thought it was like sort of Greek there, like that whole, the flash forward, or we're flashing back. I guess we're flashing back, right? So the whole boat thing was so Greek tragic. You know what I mean? And it moved at that pace and everything.
Yeah, this hero's journey, like, kind of like, with having to cover and the obstacles they ran into, and the siren, like the being lured, like, take your mask off, and it's true. That's great, like an Odyssey, right? Yeah, and then at the end, the Shangri-La, like,
and she comes to her emotional fruition. She will love, these children, which is, the arc of that character, which sounds really cheesy when you say it, but I thought it played. Actually, I thought it played.
Yeah.
I bought it. I think that she was so believable and brought the emotional, journey. She delivered the way she needed to.
I'm a Sandra Bullock fan anyway. You had me at Sandra Bullock, but a lot of the movies she makes I don't care about, but I always like her.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I think she's always solid.
Spend a few minutes on Quiet Place, just because we've talked a lot about Birdbox. Another, hey, we gotta not use the sense, but it's not like you were saying, Renata. It's not we can't use the sense. It's if we make any noise, we get jacked by the beasts. That I guess came from outer space, right? They dropped there's something
that's what I was wondering. I his research there was never really super clear, but the way they looked, it had to have been an alien.
They looked alienish.
Yeah. Which at times was like, this is so cheesy, but at the same time it was like, oh, how did they get in and how did they hear that well? And I don't know, it was effective.
Another
and it was saved. I feel like it was saved by really good acting. That's the thing too.
That is good.
It could have been cheesy, but it was hands so down. Well. Yeah.
I mean, I gotta say, the birth was my favorite part. I mean, the whole build up to the birth, the man, screaming, wanting to kill himself because his wife is dead, and and then let's pile as many, obstacles after obstacle after obstacle. It was just like brilliant. Yeah.
I agree. I agree. I really liked it. I thought it was. I didn't see the second one yet. You know, it opened right as COVID hit.
Yeah.
I think it's on
I haven't
VOD,
seen it either.
and I would like to see it because I just like them. But
Yeah.
okay. So let's get our categories straight. So we did the Bechdel test for a little bit. Any black people in these movies?
Yes.
Fair amount.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, we got black people in both movies as real characters. Well, no, wait, no.
Not in
There's
Quiet Place.
Not in the Quiet Place. No.
No Quiet Place. It's a woe show. Whites only.
Yeah, it's whites
right.
only.
Am I right?
Yeah. But
I feel like they get a pass because it's one family. It's just
right, and they're
small town.
isolated and
Yeah.
We'll
No,
just
no,
assume it's Vermont or Maine, and then it.
Oh, I thought it was Midwesty because of the silos and the grain.
Oh,
I
could
just
be.
felt,
Could
you know
be.
what I mean? Iowa, Idaho, something.
yeah, because it was so open. Yeah, I
Mhm.
felt that too. And definitely the grain, the corn. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But a bunch of folks. We have Asians. We have BD Wong turning in a great performance.
Oh,
I
he was
like
so
BD
good.
Wong.
Oh,
I mean,
I
he's
love
the
him.
first one to die of the major characters. Sorry about that, Caroline. But
Yes.
I, you had me at BD Wong as well. Like,
Yeah, great cast. Can we just say in both movies, right? I mean, just a solid. Malkovich was like.
I just felt like seeing BD Wong there made me think of Law and Order, and it distracted me.
Oh, did it?
Oh, really?
I kept looking at how great he looks because I saw BD Wong on Broadway when I was young in M Butterfly, right? And I'm not young anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm not young anymore, and he was an adult then. And look how good that man looks. That's what I just kept going. I kept going. Black don't crack. No, it's I don't know what the acronym would be. Yeah, Asian don't crack because he looks fantastic.
Yeah, he really does.
All right. So we've done that. We've done Bechdel. Caroline, anything we should talk about Florida? We haven't heard of the land of Florida recently.
No, there's not much there. I did see a really cool video. Did you hear about this? There's a meteor. Look how bright. Did you see that like explode? So
I saw.
And then how bright it is. It made me think maybe that's how those flying things got to Earth. I mean, it's just this kind of thing. It's a little bit more like what Attack the Block, or it has more of
or
that
War of the Worlds, the Spielberg remake
Mm-hmm.
with Tom Cruise.
Yeah. But it's that same kind of thing. So I feel like that's my Florida story for today.
Wow. That's impressive.
Wow. I was waiting for the part where Florida man, ran over and licked it or something. That was the second article I was waiting for.
Yeah, embraced it, found the meteor, started touching it, and then
dedicated it to Q and knew that it was, the truth of Trump's resurrection or something. Yeah. All right. So we have come to the question of the day.
She's asking if you could please subscribe and like this video. Thank you.
Would you rather be in a quiet place where you got to be quiet or the beasties get you, or Birdbox where if you look outside, they drive you crazy and you might kill all your friends and yourself? Renata, you're our guest. You go first.
I gotta say, I think I would go with Birdbox, just because you could learn how to navigate the world blind if you went to a blind school.
But which they do in the end.
But you could still have a normal existence in every other respect, being inside and safe.
Caroline?
Oh my goodness, I have the opposite reaction. So with I feel like with Birdbox, I would be the person that just falls down the stairs and dies of a broken neck within 5 seconds of the movie. When they start navigating with that like dental floss in the forest, like, and I'm just, how do you do that? I mean, I couldn't
true.
find
That's
my
true.
bathroom. I just, no, sorry. Versus A Quiet Place. Oh yeah, I could be quiet for a little bit, and they figured out how to kill those things
That is
See,
true.
quickly. I
just got to jump in, Caroline. I'll give mine quick and you continue. I'm going Quiet Place all the way because in the end, she stuck a shotgun in its mouth and killed it. Nobody else had figured that out. Sorry. Anyway, go ahead, Caroline.
No, but yeah, you just gave the perfect setup because I live in Florida, so we've got shotguns all over the
Everywhere.
place.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you know how to shoot one? Or you would learn?
No, but I at least have a better chance with a shotgun than I do navigating with dental floss in the forest. Let me tell you.
with your dead mother chasing you. I mean, your mother's alive and well. I don't want to say anything, Caroline. You know what I mean? But yeah, exactly.
Or in the rowboat. I mean, seriously, I would just be like, "Oh my god, just
in
kill
the
me
rapids.
now! Just kill me now!" I was like, I'm Asian. I don't go camping. What the heck is going on here?
Understood. Well said.
Yes.
Well said. Yeah. All right. So we the final verdict is Caroline and I will get our shotguns in Florida
And
or wherever,
fight the monsters.
and fight the monsters. And Renata will make her way around with dental floss and be very happy in Nirvana.
Exactly.
And learn Braille and be cool.
Exactly.
Excellent. Anything else that we should plug? Let's talk again about your show. Hit it again. Tell them again.
Yes. It's at the Cell Theater, opening April 25th. And I've got May 9th, May 23rd, and every Sunday in June.
That's great. Congratulations.
Thank
And
you
you
so
wrote
much.
this show also.
Yes, I
obviously.
did. I wrote the show. It's based on my real life. So yeah. I wrote it, and I am in process of adapting it to a screenplay right now. So.
Of course you are. Of course you are. As well you should.
Oh,
I suggest everyone go see it. Thank you very much, Renata, for being our guest. And thank you for playing Would You Rather. Please come back and visit us again sometime.
My pleasure. It was so fun. Great to be with you guys. Thank you.